This trip has exceeded my expectations because I feel like I've really been taken seriously as an artist and as an educator.
The experiences that they've given us are something that I'll never forget.
Here in Israel, I accepted much more as a political artist, and the content was always connect somehow to this place.
Israel has this combination of being an immigrant culture together with its very unique political situation that fosters an art scene that somehow maintains an ongoing struggle.
Certainly in the artwork itself that we've seen, a very high percentage of it having to do with the conflicts.
Issues of identity, self-defining, defining others.
It's cultural, it's emotional, it's political, but you can see how all of the educators that are here together, they're ready to embrace all of this, and through art, it's a common language.
We have something that's called collective memory. Okay? Whether we know each other or not, we share images, words, text, and graffiti will look to link into those things. And we're actually looking here at a depiction of a very important and traumatic event in Israeli history. It's the assassination of Yitzhak Rabin, the Israeli Prime Minister, in 1995.
It's very interesting to me, very eye-opening. In Pittsburgh, at least, graffiti artists are not celebrated as much as an artist that you would see exhibiting in a gallery. Here, these artists appear at least to be celebrated, and their work is.
There's a tendency to think of the art world as focused in Tel Aviv with maybe a little in Jerusalem, and those are centers, but there's so many fascinating things happening in places that are maybe considered periphery, but sometimes have the most cutting-edge approaches to art, and it was very important for us to allow them to experience all of that.
When I established the gallery, I established it only because it was protest. But after that, it became to be more than that. I became to be the owner of my culture.
When somebody has a vision like that, they want to implement it and they dedicated their life to doing that, I really admire and respect that.
I don't want to be the victim in Israel. I would love to be the proud man here and would love to see people come to Al-Fahim because I am the best in Israel.
Classrooms Without Borders, it's about bringing cultures together. I never would have known to go to Said's gallery in Al-Fahim. And then, of course, coming here to the Ashdod Museum, and what all of these artists and everybody is seeing through these visual arts is how, through art, the various groups within Israel moving towards peace.
At the end of the day, however fascinating a country or place is, it's the people you'll connect to. So every place we went, we met with, whether it's the founder, the curator, the education director, for a very open and intimate and honest conversation to create these connections.
This is fun, man. Thanks for recording this.
I'm having a beautiful time with the beautiful landscape and the beautiful people.
Many people stop paint at the early childhood because they get a message that they're not good enough. I really, really want that teacher will stop passing it even without knowing.
They were really special 3 hours to me. I have not taken 3 hours to make a painting since I was in college, ever in my life. I'm a sculptor.
And it's a really important part of being an art educator. Is that experience really inspired me to go home and make that more of a priority in my life.
We're here with local artists, just learning how to experiment with the material and evolve the process is enjoyable for me as an artist. We learn more about each other. We stayed in homes last night and you visit with families. And so it's people being people. Many of the social understandings are much richer when you're visiting in someone's home.
One of the most wonderful benefits of a gathering like this is that it brings many different people together that would otherwise not know one another.
Anybody want to guess what's under the Dome of the Rock?
Even though it's a spiritual site and a very religious site, in terms of art, I began to see it as more of an art site, with the paper, with the energy.
I feel like I'm going back, way back in time, and I'm connecting spiritually with everybody that has been here.
One of the reasons the Cultural Trust wanted to partner with Classrooms Without Borders is because we believe very much in the power of arts to bring people together, people from all backgrounds.
I think it's almost impossible to separate art from the life, the politics, the religion, everything happening around it. So I feel like if I hadn't seen the different cultural sites, I wouldn't be able to fully appreciate the art.
You can see that all of these educators will take back what they see in Israel. Not only are they seeing the arts and culture, they're experiencing the actual arts, but the conversation in terms of what's beneath the surface here in Israel. Everybody's genuinely inspired and enthused to take it back into their classrooms.